Hey everyone, welcome back to a new year and a new episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 309. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
And what's going on? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
We've made it.
2023.
I know. Who knew?
Honestly, who knew?
Who knew?
Back to the Future is now historical.
Back to the Future's in the past. Blade Runner is in the past.
No, there is
what else
something
is
for
it?
2020.
I
What
think
was Soylent,
Westworld's in the past.
what was Soylent Green?
Oh, is that
That
now?
might be 2023.
Ooh, cool.
They're people.
And also, from what before we were recording this podcast, I recorded another one.
Oh, yes.
With Josh at Victims from Villains. We
Yeah.
were reviewing Jason X
Ooh.
for this Friday the
Yes.
13th, and I forgot in that movie that they said in 2020, like, because the movie takes place 450 years in the future,
Okay.
but they mentioned that in the year 2023 hockey gets outlawed. And I'm like, this movie, like, as soon as I heard that, I said, this is the worst movie ever. And then we watched the worst movie
Of
ever made.
course. All because of him? Just because of Jason?
No. It was just like they were going through historical thing because they didn't understand the hockey mask. They're like, "What is this thing on him?"
God.
And somebody's like, "Oh, it's a hockey mask." They're like, "What's hockey?" And they're like, "Oh, hockey was outlawed." In
They couldn't
2020."
even-
like a robot responded, "Hockey was outlawed in 2023," and I'm like, "This movie sucks."
They couldn't even do more like a well, this was what the original hockey goalie mask looked like
Yeah.
until they upgrade him to some sort of
No,
hybrid.
no, they just talked about hockey
That
being
is phenomenal.
outlawed.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't remember it, and I hate that movie even more now.
Aw. Everything ends up in space.
But 2023, where hockey will not be outlawed,
No, not right
and
now.
gaming will continue
Yes.
because it is stronger than ever.
It really is. No, between the retro and the new stuff, and that's what we're here for. We're going to talk obviously retro, but we got a lot more new stuff to talk about as well.
New year, new stuff.
Exactly, from what we were
Yeah.
playing and everything. So we're going to get right into things right now. First of all, how was, just in general, not looking for anything, just how was your holiday? How was the new year?
Holidays were weird. Holidays were weird. Everybody got sick.
Yeah, basically, right?
Everybody got sick. I am not used to this type of climate.
No, that's right.
So,
Yeah.
So I was sick for pretty much most of my holiday break.
Boo.
I know, and then of course, like dropping back into work after taking off a week and a half.
Bring
It's
him
just-
started.
yeah, just been definitely crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. But at the same time, it was fun. I did some purchasing, got a
Good,
gift
good.
or two
Good.
that were game related. So
Ooh.
yes. What about you?
Very cool. No, basically it was the same. Kind of a low-key Christmas. But it was a nice holiday. I mean, we had some things happen with the family, but all is well. At this point, New Year's week was busy for me
Mhm.
because slightly off topic, the beginning of January, there's a lot of big wrestling shows in Japan.
Mm.
And a lot of my friends watch those, but they watch them on delay.
Oh, right.
Not me.
No.
I'm watching them live. So a 4 p.m. show in Tokyo, I'm up at 2 or whatever it is, 1
Right.
maybe. And it was for New Year's Day, so that was okay. I was already up anyway for New Year's Day.
All right.
And then again on January 4th. So my sleep pattern has been terrible.
Well, that makes sense. Especially when you're using it for wrestling.
Totally. And I took off those days because I knew I wasn't going to work because I was gonna be sound asleep, which I
Mhm.
was. But otherwise though, New Year's was a good time. Just
New
kind
Year's
of hung
good.
out. So
It was a very retro Christmas.
yes.
It was a very retro Christmas because for the first time we spent Christmas together.
This is true. First time in a long time.
Yeah.
Spent Christmas, which was very nice. Of
Yes, it
course.
was.
So it was very
And
cool.
I'm very appreciative to
Yes.
your parents for having
Always
me over for
welcome.
Christmas.
Always welcome. Trust me, because they probably enjoy your company more than mine. So
Well, I didn't want to say that out loud, but now it's recorded on a podcast, and because you said it, it must be true.
nah, it's all good. So, but with that being said, did you get anything for any games related for Christmas? Because
Yeah.
my Christmas, real quick, just to let you know, Santa brought me a vacuum.
Nice.
Brought me some shower soap, like a nice deluxe soap.
Mhm.
Who's a what's it? I got a lot of adult stuff for Christmas,
Yeah.
which kind of drove me nuts.
I was gonna say the question I always have when Christmas comes around is when you get the adult stuff, does it drive you nuts or does it excite you? Because when you get to the point where it excites you, you've officially crossed the threshold into true middle age.
There was a study that just came out that's saying that I don't know if it's CDC or there's some governing body that says middle age is 35 years old.
What?
Yep.
No.
I just read it a little while ago.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, so we're
That's-
already done.
That's kind of fun.
I was excited to get my vacuum.
See,
I was
middle
very,
age.
I was very
Middle
excited
age.
to get my new desk chair.
See.
Just
Well, but
forget about it.
that could be
That
good.
could be though.
That could be
yes.
gaming related.
It will be once I go back to the office.
Exactly. So
But the
that
vacuum
one
was
can
very
slide, but the
nice.
vacuum's a
And I
different-
used it, and my God, like I went just one swipe on the carpet, it was filled.
Yep.
So
because
it's
the first time you've had a vacuum up here, and how long have you lived here?
since 2019, I think maybe.
God.
Yeah, so is what it is.
No wonder why I always sneeze when I come in.
Everyone does. You see how I feel.
Yeah. So I just to piggyback on that one, I officially crossed into like that middle-aged category a long time ago. Like household appliances make me really happy. So much so that like, my family always they're always yelling at me because they're like, we don't know what to get you for Christmas. And I'm like, why? I go, I'm the easiest person to shop for. I go, video games.
Yeah,
I go,
basically,
I
right?
love video games. It's like, just buy me that stuff. But this year, everybody seemed to be a little extra annoyed with me because they're like, what do you get? So what did I wind up requesting and getting for Christmas? A new air fryer.
There you go.
Not my first air fryer, a new air fryer, a new dual tray air fryer where I can cook two things separately at the same time. This is what excited me for Christmas this year, which is what tells you how sad I am.
A two-player
air fryer. Yes, it's a two-player air
there you
fryer.
go.
So you got put some meat in one, put some vegetables in the other, and then you start them off and you race to see who gets there first.
There you go. Absolutely. Throw out the other one.
No, but on the game side of things, though, just to be serious.
You're the only one that gave me a game this year.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
No. Well, kind of. I'll explain that a little later. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So for Christmas this year, most of the game shopping I did was me buying for myself,
as we do.
However, I did receive Marvel's new game Midnight Sun.
Oh, how's that?
On PS5. I don't know because I just got it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Literally, Christmas got delayed because of sicknesses and
Fair
stuff.
enough.
So just did Christmas over the weekend. Just got the game. I plan on playing it later today. So next week maybe we can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
But then the majority of my gaming over the last couple of weeks has been on the Steam Deck.
There you go.
I dove in. And I have to thank work travel for it.
Okay.
I brought my Steam Deck on a work trip before Christmas.
There you go.
So I actually started playing it. And I have to say, absolutely loving it. I do love the fact that it docks to my TV.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
right?
like that little dock I bought. Thank you, Jack, for the recommendation. It's fantastic. But I bought a bunch of games. We talked about how I bought like
Lord of the Rings, right?
I bought like a Journey, like a Humble Bundle
Yes,
Journey thing where it's all like it's a bunch of Lord of the Rings stuff and a bunch of Lego games.
Yeah.
Which are great. But what am I obsessed with on my Steam Deck? Not the Munchkin board game that I bought. I bought Munchkin because they're doing I guess it's the beta run for it.
Oh, okay.
And I love Munchkin. Board game's really fun. I bought that on the Steam Deck. But what have I've been playing every single day without fail? Power Wash Simulator.
You know what? If this was 3 years ago, I'd be like, you're nuts. But like nowadays, with all the different simulators that are out there, I'm not
I mean, there's been Job Simulator for years where you're literally simulating yourself working, and I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah, honestly,
I was like, but I'm like, power washing, amazing, amazing. I can't talk enough about this.
You and Jack constantly
and I,
on the chat that way.
Well, we power wash together sometimes.
Oh, so you do? It's a multi.
They have them. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can multiplayer.
Really?
Yes.
So one of you work for the other?
Yes. That's exactly what it was. Like when I first started, Jack's like, oh, he's like, I'll join you. And he basically worked for me. And I said, oh, dude, I go, do you get any of the money that I earn for power wash? He's like, no. He's like, I just get the joy of power washing with you. And I'm like, well, they got to fix that part. I was like, you should earn money. But still, like,
you have to pay him, then he gets a W-2 later on.
Oh, I'm not paying him. No, that's QuickBooks.
No, yeah. Oh my God. But you're right though. They have all these different simulators. Yeah. Please, I just saw every Tuesday I log into the Switch and I always go to upcoming games because Tuesday always seems like that's when things update. And the amount of simulators, forget Goat Simulator and stuff, like Power Wash Simulators coming to the Switch.
Power Wash Simulators coming to the Switch and PS4 and 5.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's coming basically everywhere. Okay.
Yep.
But I've seen cryptocurrency simulator or
Mhm.
crypto mining simulator, excuse me.
Yep.
I saw a special delivery simulator. Basically, what our good friend Frank, what he did for a living.
Yep.
Just delivering packages. They have so many
Yeah.
simulators that it's Second
Goat
Life.
Simulator.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have
Yeah,
Goat Simulator is
Goat
the one
Simulator.
that kind of really. I don't know
Where'd
what
my
this
water
is.
go?
Oh, here we go.
I lost my
I
water.
put it all the way back there.
Aha.
I hope that's yours.
It better be.
Oh, well. That was weird.
Yes, it was.
Yes, that was not planned. But no, all these simulated games. But you guys talk about power washing, so I definitely that because I didn't do so well in real life power washing because I bought like a small power
Oh, did
washer.
you?
Once. I did a couple
I
years
want to
ago,
do it in real life now.
and I was gonna do it for the car and everything, but I'm like, I'm just not using it. So I'll definitely
Okay.
break down and buy
Well,
this one.
here's what I'll tell you about the game and why I enjoy it so much. It's obviously not complicated, right?
I would
It's
hope not.
It's not
Well, I
complicated.
got to imagine.
There are different nozzles and soap you can buy.
I was just gonna say you gotta
Yeah,
mix stuff,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, no, you don't have to really mix stuff.
Well,
It's
I
just
mean,
certain soap takes off
exactly.
certain dirt faster, and different nozzles work better, which is
which is accurate.
Right,
Yes.
which is accurate. But but what I enjoy about the game, and sometimes you just don't feel like diving into an overly complicated
Agreed.
game. Like right now, I'm playing Avengers on PS5.
Sorry.
And I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah,
I'm just not enjoying it. I think they missed the boat on how they planned the game. Because when you do a story mode about the Avengers disbanding in the beginning, and then you're using one person to slowly bring the team back together one at a time, I want to play as the Avengers.
Yeah, no, I got
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through, and I do want a good story mode, and the whole story about pulling them together one at a time. I'm like, I got it. I go, you tried to make this into one of your MCU movies, but in a game thing, it's just not working for me, right? But anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is like when you're not in the mood to dive into something really involved, like I've held off on Elden Ring. I haven't bought Elden Ring yet because I know it's going to consume all of my time. And Zelda's coming out in a few months, so I need to wait. I need to wait for Zelda. So this is the perfect type of game where it's like you can sit back, you can relax. It's very zen, it's very calming.
Yep.
Now, if you have an aversion to fountains making you want to go to the bathroom, that could be a problem.
A lot of fountains. Oh well,
no,
just
the constant sound of the water.
I can imagine.
Can eventually,
probably wear your headphones. It's probably just like
it's amazing,
soothing.
It's amazing, yeah, and that's what it is. I go, it's just a very soothing game. You're just listening to the water spraying against surfaces. Like I cleaned a playground, I cleaned a fire station. I power washed a haunted house. Really? Well, it wasn't really mansion. It wasn't really haunted.
Oh, okay.
It was just a lie.
Fair enough.
I've power washed a classic car.
Have you blown a hole through anything?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't let you do that. Like I want to do that, but it's just really fun. And there's actually a little bit of a story to it, where it's like as you're watching things, other people, like you get text messages from people hiring you for stuff.
Oh my god!
The mayor contacted me, because I had to go clean his golf cart, and it was of the utmost importance. And then there's this little story going on about there's a cat missing. The mayor's cat is missing, and you have to find him.
Spray the cat by accident.
But anyway, it's just a very cool, calm, soothing game. That's all that it is. It's like I get to relax and still play something.
And that, like, for me, those are what the Picross games are like.
Yes.
I would sit down and just play. It was very soothing for me. The Picross game. So it's funny with how I would definitely try it.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, like I said, we can multiplayer.
Yes.
So it's like I can help you, you can help me. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can start a business, but like,
that'd be funny.
Yeah. But
all right. Well, we'll definitely.
Yeah. But Jack and I have definitely enjoyed it.
Well, it's, with Jack, you were talking about Jack with how he was like, no, you don't have to pay me. I'll do this for free.
Yes.
But I've now played multiplayer with Jack a few times. And he does get into a bit of a sadistic role.
Yes,
because there's another game that we played, that I played for the first time.
Yes,
in a huge multiplayer aspect because we had a lot of people.
We had 7 people. We did.
What was it? It was golf with your friends.
Golf with your friends, which is basically miniature golf without leaving your home.
Basically,
yes.
And it was the first time I played. Everyone else played. It's a very fun game. I got to admit, very, very fun game. Very fun multiplayer game. Takes a little bit to get used to the controls, but I can see where that comes into play. But Jack is just a jerk.
Evil.
He's just I mean, he's
Well,
out to
because-
get you.
Well,
Which is
because
kind of the idea.
well, yeah, because you can set the settings up on the
There it
mini
is.
golf, and one of the settings you can set
Forgot about
up
it.
is collision mode,
Mhm.
which is normal because when you play mini golf with okay, when you play mini golf with in real life,
Mhm.
like you can collide
Exactly.
to other people's golf balls.
Well, you're not also swinging at the same time.
True, and you're not swinging at the same time.
This is
But
true.
like you can turn on collision mode, you can turn on things like jumping, and they
Mhm,
have like all these other things. So we always play with collision mode on,
Yes.
and jumping.
Yes.
And Jack doesn't play to win. Jack plays to make you lose.
It's almost like the mole, but you know who the mole is.
You know who the mole is.
Yeah.
So Jack is always hitting the ball to hit other players instead of trying to get the ball into the hole.
Oh boy, but a very fun, addicting game. So
It's really fun, really
I'm gonna have to go
addicting.
play that.
I wish they had more levels. Like I think they have like 10 right now,
That seems like a lot.
which is a lot. I'm like, but if you play it, all,
That's
like,
true. If
You
a
can
lot,
play.
yeah, yeah.
You can play through like half of them, like in one sitting
Yeah.
with a group, or you can play through all of them in one
Yeah.
sitting with a group because it doesn't take that long to get through
No.
a course.
Well, if some
Well, it depends.
yeah,
Depends.
some felt
You struggled a bit,
Well, it was the first time I was
but it
playing.
was your first
so,
time. so
exactly.
Yes. So,
Well, what I love about the game most is like because again, everyone plays at the same time, everyone goes at the same time.
yes.
So when you're down, now you have a limit of strokes and a time limit, so eventually it'll end.
Yes.
But if you're the last one not to get the ball in the hole yet, everyone else is now watching you.
yes.
So now you have the rest of the group get. I mean, luckily there's a lot of nice people in the group, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of meanies in the group. So you'll get a lot of, all right, don't worry, just take your time.
Yep.
And another one like, oh, you suck.
Yes. Exactly.
You will not make this putt, you jackass. So
All in good fun.
no, of course.
All in good fun.
So, but mini golf with golf with your friends
Golf
is
with your
very
friends.
fun, and I think I might because I got it. I was able to download it for the because I'm on the PlayStation Plus Essentials
Yes.
thing, so you get a lot of games for free.
Yep.
Well, not free, but they're part of the thing. But I've since downgraded that,
Right.
so I might. I enjoyed it enough. I might just spend the $5.
It's only $5.
Yeah, right now it's only $5
Yeah.
to get it. But
And then they sell like skins for
I-
your ball.
I saw those. Yeah,
So like I have, and you every time you complete a full course, you get
which is
something.
I started doing that. As
Yeah,
well.
you get something for free. So like that's why I have a little penguin on top of
Yeah,
my.
that's
ball.
why I had the golden duck
Yes.
on top of mine. Yep.
Yeah. So,
So-
really, really cool.
Yeah, no, it was very cool.
Yeah.
But
And speaking of down, I know you said you just downgraded.
yeah,
yours.
I did. It's with the PlayStation Essentials. Love the idea. Great games, but I have a lot of the games already for the PS2 and stuff.
Mhm.
And like the PS1 catalog isn't as strong in my opinion, or at least not with games that I'm looking for.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me just downgrade this. So I backed it off, and then I think I'm good to like March or something,
Mhm.
and then I'll go back to the monthly
Yeah.
or yearly $50 or whatever.
Yeah, and mine came up at I think it was like January 2nd. It came up
Okay.
my renewal, and I downgraded as well, mostly because I already have a back catalog at home of games I haven't played.
Yeah.
So I don't see myself getting to them anytime soon. Plus, a good number of the ones that I want to play, I already have, or PlayStation already offered them as like free downloads
Exactly.
over the years.
Exactly.
So it's like Uncharted. I have the entire Uncharted collection
Me too. Yeah.
because they were available for free at some
Yep.
point, and like I'm itching to play those.
Yeah,
I
me
don't-
too.
Yeah,
That's the
so-
first one movie.
yeah, the movie was fun.
Oh yeah.
So I don't need the top tier PlayStation
Agreed.
Plus to do it. Now, at some point, maybe I'll go back if there are like a handful.
Oh.
If there are a bunch of games on there where it's like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to focus on it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I was like, but for now, it's like I have so much stuff already I want to play. I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I hate it
No,
or it's a
there's nothing
bad
wrong
idea.
with it.
Just right now,
Yeah.
And I'm doing the same thing with Xbox. I don't know why I did it. I had Xbox Live Gold, have it every year. I only play like one game online with Xbox, PUBG. It was like the only one. Even that now I don't play as much anymore.
Right.
So I'm even debating whether or not even renew the Xbox Live. But for some reason, they were doing Game Pass. You were able to convert the rest of your months of gold into Game Pass.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, let me do that. So I got Game Pass, and again, I was good for like 8 months, which I still have a bunch of months left. But when I started looking at the games that are available, again, it's either I already own them or I'm just really not that interested in them.
Yeah.
And like, all right, I tried Flight Simulator. That's just
Oh wow.
there's a lot going into that.
Yes.
There's some other games like Shredder's Revenge I already got on Switch.
Mhm.
And again, these are games that are available on Game Pass. Again, Game Pass is a great idea if you play a lot of this. In other words, if the Switch did something like this, where you got games like for a
Yeah.
monthly subscription, other than the NES and Super NES ones.
Right.
New games like what Xbox and PlayStation does, I'll be doing it on the Switch, no questions asked.
Of course.
But again, with the other two, so I backed them down. When it's time to renew, I'll just renew regularly. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Xbox Live I got rid of a couple of years ago because I just stopped playing.
Yeah, well, you don't even turn the system on, so I mean,
it's not even hooked up.
I have to now start using mine because over the holiday, I actually decided to start putting systems on the wall.
I saw, and being in your place now, I'm seeing them in person.
And actually, if you go to our Instagram page and our Facebook page, I did take some pictures. Right now, I have the Xbox, Xbox Series X, the PS4 Pro, and the Switch up on the wall, which is funny because I hate mounting televisions on the wall.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
Yeah, because I'm always having to get behind it with the plugs.
Yep.
But I figured, let me get these off the entertainment center. I made a little bit of room. And I like the idea of the systems being on the wall, get more airflow and stuff like that. Big shout out to Total Mount. They're the ones that I purchased the wall mounts with, and they're very cool because their whole shtick is no drilling required. You literally just go right into the drywall with the drywall screws, and you're good to go. Like,
that's great.
Knock on wood.
I'll sit here and then just all gonna fall off at the same time.
If you get to a beam, you can put it onto a beam there. They'll tell you to drill through because of the beam.
Right.
But I have metal beams here, not wooden. So
that's problematic.
No, not really. It's just not as thick.
Right.
Than wood would be. But nevertheless, I have them up. I like the way they look. And it kind of, for some reason, it just makes me like I'll look up and be like, oh, I have a PS4. Because otherwise it was in the entertainment center closed and I forgot about it.
There it is on the wall.
Yeah, basically. So I have those up, and then what I also did through Etsy, and this I want to give a shout out to, because I've been back and forth contacting the seller. Where's the seller's name? Basically, I'm going to be putting my minis on the wall now.
Oh yeah, you had mentioned that to me before we started recording.
So Etsy, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot of
that's a lot of little pieces though.
But it also here's the reason, really, the reason in my mind. So, I'm up here. I have all this behind me, but I don't really have a lot showing in my living room. I have a lot of wall space I haven't really utilized, and I love showing things off. Hence, when I had the DVD collection, imagine all this. But
yeah, I was gonna say you do like showing things off.
I do. No, I bought them, so I might as well. So that's what I want to do now. I want to show off the systems,
right?
And right now, the best way of doing it is putting them on the wall. So there is Bitter Kitten Gaming, who I've been shopping through, where she again, these are all 3D printed, but still I don't have a 3D printer, and she has 3D printed wall mounts for basically all the minis except the TurboGrafx, the Commodore 64 Mini, and the new Amiga Mini. And when I asked her about the TurboGrafx, she's like, really, just because I don't have one, so I can't measure it out. I'm like, that's fair. That's total fair enough. But in the meantime, I ordered mounts for all the rest of them. And the idea is, again, just to show them off. They're not intrusive. Like, they're just really just the corners.
Right.
So you can slide them in and out. Some people will actually hook up the minis and use them on the wall. But my intention is, if I don't want to use one, I'll take it off the wall.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking also with the minis, because all of the controllers for the minis are wired.
They are.
That could be an issue.
Well, they sell wireless,
unless you do exactly. Buy a bunch of wireless,
which I've tried.
Which means you're going to be spending a lot of money.
No. I'm not getting wireless. I've tried wireless controllers.
Oh, okay.
I think I talked about this once before, and someone out there, correct me if I'm wrong, because I will be. They said with. Not necessarily with the minis, but with like the analogs, and if you use an original system, like an original NES or a Genesis, don't use Bluetooth. Use 2.4 hertz, like almost like radio frequency, kind of sort of. It's better for the old games. Like, all right, I'll try that. But my controllers weren't connecting properly, and when I read into it, it's possible that a Wi-Fi router could get in the way. And my Wi-Fi router, as you can see, is literally
right there,
right next to the systems.
Yeah.
So, and there's something about going with the wired ones anyway, with the old school systems.
Okay.
But in any event, for me, once I do, I haven't gotten them yet. I'm just going to place them on the wall, and then, like I said, I'll just take them off. The only one which I couldn't do anyway was TurboGrafx because the way you hook it up, it's got like a cover in the back, so it would be kind of awkward to put it on the wall anyway.
Okay.
So,
Well,
but
that's fair.
we'll see what happens with that, and then the rest of them will stay where they are. I'll start moving things around. And
Now, do you have all of your systems hooked up now?
I do. Every system that's there. I know we're talking a lot, but if we try and spin the camera, we're going to throw off
No.
everything. It'll be ugly. But every system I have on that entertainment, yes, every system is hooked up.
Okay. Fair.
So yeah,
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that right now. I just don't have the space.
No, trust me,
Yeah.
I'm run. That's
Yeah.
another reason.
And to
why
be,
things going
and to be
wrong.
honest with you, though, again, one of the reasons why I have the Retro Freak and the Polymega is so I don't have to use the other systems right now.
I get it. No.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Trust me. Like I said, I don't regret canceling the Polymega. It just would have been nice to have so I could play TurboGrafx. That's the only reason
Yeah.
why I would have gotten it right now.
Well, but now that they have the N64,
Too. Yeah. So
now that and I ordered it, so
Good.
I'll have it in a couple months, which
Good.
is great.
which means analog should have an N64 like by 2028.
Probably.
So because I'm still waiting for the Duo.
That's all right. You keep waiting.
Well, at least I got the pocket. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying my Polymega. Thank you.
Yes. Speaking of which, with the minis though,
Yes.
so it's Christmas time. Oh, you know what? Let me show this off. A couple things I picked up from the holidays and some Christmas gifts. So, like I was saying before, you're the only one that gave me like a video game.
Okay, actual
Video
physical
game.
video
Yes.
game. A game you actually pre-ordered and it's
No, I
still
didn't
waiting
pre-order
for
it.
Oh, I thought
No,
you were just
I
waiting for it.
I was just waiting for it.
Oh, okay.
Anthony got me Atari 50th anniversary, which is amazing. Got it for me on the Switch. Got me a physical copy. No, I love it. That's another reason why I had to move the Switch now, because I have that and the Darius collections are the two physical games that I use.
So
Well, maybe one day I'll use Ring Fit
Jeez.
Adventure. But in any event, for Christmas, my godson and his little brother got me this, which I've eyed in the past. It's from Retrobit, so it's legit.
Oh, okay.
Retrobit's a great company.
Cool.
The Go Retro Portable.
Which looks like a Game Boy.
It's basically a Game Boy. It's got over 200 games in it,
Ooh.
but like,
Any legit?
yes, maybe like 20.
Okay. Give me.
So I'm just going to boot just to show real quick. All right, so we got that.
Oh,
We'll turn
wow.
the volume off for now. But there's
Yeah.
a section. Well, before I'm sorry.
Yeah, good. Show off.
So it
and then I'll
shows
look at it.
featured games. Yeah,
Yep.
it's not going to work. And then extra games. Featured
Ah.
games are the real ones.
Okay. So we've got
How many was that?
37.
Okay, legit.
37 legit games, including
Just name a few.
1942, 1943, Bionic Commando. Ooh, Burger Time.
Yeah, I tried to erase it, but it
Yes.
wasn't working.
Commando.
Yep.
Ghosts and Goblins, Gunsmoke, Mega Man 2 and 3.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
And these are licensed versions.
Licensed
Yeah.
versions of the game. Let's see what else we got here. Side Pocket. I used to
Yeah.
love Side Pocket. Street Fighter.
Street
Yeah.
Fighter 2010.
2010.
2010,
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't play Street Fighter on this. Strider, Tetris, Trojan. All right.
So
Decent.
those, yeah, and then of course like
And
100
then-
and something.
And then the extra games are just
Wacky
like
games.
7-card
Yeah,
draw.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Aerial Hero. Archery. Aquarium.
Get out of the A's.
All right, fine. Backgammon, balloon shoot, checkers, Cub Adventure. Oh, that's
Yeah, there you go.
Devildom Doom.
But you know, again, it's coming from Retrobit, so it is a legit, you know, Retrobit's awesome. I've gotten many games from Retrobit,
Yes.
like the Battletoads Double Dragon and the
Oh my God, Forest Kid,
probably
Fran-
Zelda clone.
Frantic Mouse. Wow. Okay. Ooh, you can play Gin Rummy.
No, and I'm really enjoying this thing. So it's cool. Runs on either 4 AAA batteries. Haven't done that in a while.
Wow.
Or you can hook it up mini USB.
Oh, here's a game for you. IQ Champion.
Maybe we should try that for our retro
Right.
spectacles or whatever.
Oh God, Mad Christmas with an angry Santa.
If I can only hook it up to the TV.
Wow.
So while you're playing with that, some other things that
What else did you get?
I picked up. So this
I'm just gonna steal this.
I was wondering, I'm like, where'd the thing go? There it is.
I'm gonna steal this so I can play a game like Superhero.
Don't make fun of it. My cousin gave it to me.
The Hacker.
My godson. So in the past, I've showed this off before. This
Yes,
is
you
the
have.
the mini Genesis, the Mega CD attachment with the Super 32X, a copy of Sonic and Knuckles, and then
Yeah.
Sonic. Again, none of this works, but it's cool to put with a working mini.
The Tower of Power.
The Tower of Power. On top of that, I had also gotten, which I think I've shown this before as well.
Yes.
This is the power-based converter, but again, this is all the Japanese version, so this is just called the Sega Mega Adapter.
Or the Sega Mega Adapter. Sega Mega Adapter.
Which is cool. Looks just like the original one.
Yeah, it's got that peak that flips open.
Does.
There.
You know, you put a game in there.
And it comes with a whole bunch of
It
games.
sure does. That's the only bad part. It comes with way too many games.
Yeah, because you can only put one
and
in.
one card game.
Yeah, it's silly.
Because
how often are you going to be like, you know what? I'm going to switch the game. I'm going to switch the fake game in my.
Well, wait till you see what I'm going to end up doing.
Oh boy.
But let me see that. So that would just go on here.
Okay.
Nope, that is the North American version. So that would just go on
the Japanese version.
Yes.
Right.
There we go. Which is again very cool. I love it. Right. So of course, not to be outdone, we talked about this in the past. Got the Genesis Mini 2.
Yep.
Which is awesome. And then I ended up pulling the trigger for, of course, more than I could have gotten it for.
Of course.
The Mega CD Attachment 2.
Wow.
Which is actually very cool looking.
Well, no, it's cool. It's the same. It looks awesome. I was a big fan of the Sega CD.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
I love the Sega CD.
I just had a lot of fun with the games. I mean, they were a lot of them were like pixelated as hell, but
back then we didn't realize that.
Ooh, Sonic CD.
Yes, because
look at this.
When you put the system together,
as we're doing live,
as I'm trying to do now,
as we're recording.
So, like, the piece comes off the back
of
the Mini 2. The Mini 2 just plugs, sits just like that.
Very nice.
Which is awesome.
Here's your game.
No, well, that won't fit into it because it's a North American version.
Oh, that's right.
But the Sega CD
here's your disc.
goes right in. No, yeah.
Okay.
And then just like that.
Does it spin?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't
Ooh.
spin. But still, this is all. And it comes with an extender if you want to put the Genesis 1 on here.
Oh, wow.
Because it'll extend out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
you can take Genesis 1.
I can.
Wow.
Even comes with an adapter.
That's a lot. All right.
But no, they really thought this is an adapter for the 32X.
They were very
to put on here.
Wow. Okay.
Put on the Mini 2.
They really thought all of this out.
They did. The only problem is, like you just showed, this is a Mega Drive card.
And that is a Genesis.
And it will not.
Genesis.
Yeah, it won't, because it's actually cut out. You see, it's
cut out to be a Genesis cartridge.
Coming in the mail.
The struggle is real. You bought it.
Is now a Japanese Mini 2 that I should be getting tomorrow, Monday.
Man, you are the reason why they keep making these things.
I have to, because it's the Mega Drive. You know what I mean? If it said Sega CD 2 on it, which even ours didn't say that.
No.
You know, then I'd go with it, but I can't. So the only Japanese part that plugs into the North American is the 32X. And even that is still not
it's a
perfect fit. It's a Super 32X.
Right.
Which is why now, if anyone is selling a Japanese Mega Drive Mini 1, please contact me.
Are they not available online?
Please contact me with a reasonable price.
Okay, so they're available online, but you just don't.
No, actually, they've been tough to find, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
And I think I just started using Merci.
Mercury.
Something, I don't know.
Yeah, or Macari.
Macari, that's what it is.
Macari.
So that's where I bought it from, actually.
Got it.
So it was actually pretty cool.
I was using Macari for a while, and then a friend of mine turned me on to an app called Buye, Buye. Covers everything.
So one of our listeners, Aaron, a longtime listener, me and him actually, he's always showing off. He's doing mods all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think Jack does mods? This guy is
super mod,
crazy with mods. Check him out. Cable Mod something. I'll get his name in a minute. But we're always chit chatting, and he told me about Buye, and he told me about Mercury or Mercay or whatever it is. Macari. So I have him to thank now for spending money. But at least I got a $10 coupon. So
yeah, I'm sure you saved a ton with that.
I did. I saved $10.
Jeez.
And then finally, where's the other thing? You brought it over.
We're still talking purchases. Here
yes.
Yes, this I'm excited about because I want one.
This I picked up. The
Did you pick up a wall mount for it?
No, there is no. I told you there's
I
no
know.
wall mount yet. The Amiga 500 Mini.
The A500.
Yes, the A500. 25 games in it. I have not hooked it up yet, but I did open the box.
And you can
So-
add more to it, right?
And they let you, like they advertise,
Yeah.
you can definitely add more to it. So here's the system.
It looks amazing,
It is tiny.
but it's awesome.
It's totally awesome. Yeah, that's the
Why
first
not
thing I
the
did too.
keyboard
First thing I did was press the
doesn't
keyboard.
work?
The only thing that's going to annoy me though,
Is
the plugs are in the back of the system,
where would you want them?
either on the side or in the front.
For the controllers.
Yeah, for the controllers.
Yeah,
And I haven't opened the controllers yet, actually. So this is gonna be the first time.
oh, look at that. We have
I'm opening the
we have like
controllers.
a half unboxing.
Kind of, sort of. Don't mind me.
But
Look,
no,
we're doing this. This will be a shorter episode.
yeah, I know. I do like the way that they put it together though. It looks great.
So, you want to take a look at the mouse?
Sure, I'll look at the mouse.
Give me that.
Yeah, you take that thing.
Running out of room here.
Yeah, well, look at all the crap you bought.
How dare you, sir?
Look at all the quality. Well, no, look at all the crap you bought.
How do I open this?
Oh, I got the HDMI cable.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Would have been looking for that.
Oh, mouse
what
obviously
is
works
this?
because you can actually use the mouse. Which is cool.
Oh, it's USB-C. All right, that's good.
Yep. Yeah.
No, the mouse is supposedly you can totally hook it up to a regular computer.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, it's an optical one. Okay.
Yeah, it's a mouse.
Cool.
Actual mouse.
Oh wow, that's a weird shape.
That
So
is
here's
a
the controller.
control. Is that what the controller used to look
That's
like?
what the controller used to look like. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's a weird. It's not.
Well, it's not that bad because the
Exactly.
wire goes in the middle
Exactly.
there. So
So
here you go. There's the mouse.
oh, that's I haven't used a mouse with two separate buttons like that
It's basically a Super Nintendo controller.
in forever,
Yeah, this is like a Super Nintendo controller.
essentially.
Perfect.
Oh, I wonder if I use that for the analog.
Yeah, trade it back. You might be able to. All right, I'm gonna put this away. As you can see, I'll still put things back in the plastic.
Oh, I'm gonna do it later.
I'll
Do it
show you.
later.
Yeah, I have faith in you. All right. What other stuff did you buy?
That was
This entire episode has been about your shopping.
Well, I asked if you did anything.
I did. I spent like
Power wash.
3 minutes. Yeah, I power wash. Not only that, but like,
I'll get it later.
all right, do you want me to throw this?
No, it's already in there. You didn't even pack it right. Look at
No,
that.
I didn't. I screwed
Yeah.
that up. Move on. But at least I packed it.
Yes, that is true. But that was my holiday. That was basically what I did. And the only other thing that I did that again brings great joy when I see it, because I have no children of my own. I picked up for my godson and his little brother. I picked up well, first of all, Sonic Frontiers on PS5.
Yep.
Looks phenomenal.
Yes.
My godson loved it too, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
So the gameplay is great, but visually it is gorgeous on the
Oh,
PS5.
okay.
So I got to get a PS5. But
Finally.
I also picked up the Cowabunga collection for them,
Oh, nice.
and that
What do we
I
think?
enjoyed watching.
Okay.
So we played. What did we play? We played Turtles in Time arcade game first.
Nice.
Actually got through it.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but so me and my godson's 11. Actually, just turned 12. Wow.
Mhm.
So just turned 12. So we're playing, and his little brother, who's I don't know, maybe 8 right now. He might be 13,
Yeah.
but he's 8. So he figured out as soon as he figured out how to add coins to the arcade.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you were.
That's all you heard.
I'm like, you can play the game. Nope, just kept
Just
adding
wanna add
coins to
coins.
the game.
How old is he?
Probably 8, 7 or 8. Yeah.
That's weird.
So
He just wants to hear the ding.
No, it's
Oh,
more of a
what
ding.
is-
It's a like pizza power or something like that. Or turtle power. Turtle power.
So turtle power
Yep.
on repeat.
Yep, 150 times.
Alright.
So
That's what kids do.
that's what
That's
they
what
do.
you used to do.
No, I did not. I put actual quarters in,
Yeah. Well, no. What I mean is,
and then we tried doing the math.
what I mean is
I know what you're talking about.
repeating.
And then my godson's like, "Oh man, that must have been a lot of money." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure it is."
Yep.
And I'm not doing the math.
Yep.
But that's a lot. But no, they had a blast playing that, and then we played like the NES version of Turtles 2,
Nice.
which I had them play here once before.
Did
So
you should have them play the first Turtles game.
I'm not that sadistic.
Well, I just want to say, I want you to teach them about life while they're young.
It's like
the
hockey.
perfect-
They know all about
it's
life
the
now.
perfect metaphor for life.
It really is. But they enjoyed it. So again, I'm very happy that they like the old school games as well. Because I do try and get them those collections. I mean, they don't own any of the old school systems,
Yeah.
but if there's a collection I can get them, I'm definitely looking to get them
Alright,
the collections.
cool.
So
Yeah, no, the collections are good buys.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, it's just a nice way to play, old games. I mean, we did it with Castlevania,
we did, no, absolutely.
Contra.
Yeah.
I love all the collections.
And also, one more thing I showed them. I don't have the name of the YouTube page, but there's a YouTube page that has a bunch of different like history, like evolution of games,
Oh yeah,
like football, basketball,
Yeah.
baseball, wrestling, and one of them was hockey.
nice.
So like going from the very first hockey game all the way up to like NHL 22, I think it was right before 23 came out. And we sat there and we watched the evolution,
Mhm.
and the kids were just mesmerized, especially when they finally witnessed the jump.
Yes.
Like when it goes from like one graphics to another.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got
That's a
kick out of
huge
that.
difference.
Yeah, so
That's
it was
cool.
great. I enjoyed that too.
that's very
So
cool.
it was very cool.
All right,
And that was
awesome.
about the extent of it. So
That was enough, I
that
think.
was that
That was
really
funny.
was.
Jeez.
So
And as we're surrounded by garbage,
that's why I'm putting it over there.
yeah, just throwing things. around.
I'll clean it.
What do you
up.
say we get into a few bits of retro news?
Why not? What's happening in the world today? What's
right.
going on in the world?
What's going on in the world? Well, we talked earlier about Power Wash Simulator. It is available on
The new movie, Power Wash Simulator. The movie.
right. Can you imagine?
Trust me.
Van shows up.
2 hours. Of
By the way,
Power
the
Wash.
first job in the game is you have to clean your own van.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but then you get paid for it.
That does not make sense.
So anyway, Power Wash Simulator, which is currently available on Windows, Xbox, Steam, and Game Pass.
Okay.
Xbox Game Pass will be coming to the Switch and the PlayStation 4 and 5. Right now, they're saying end of January, January 30th. So you don't have to wait too long.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner, or you can just
Or I'll just get on Xbox.
just go on Game Pass and play it right now.
on Xbox.
Yes, do some power washing. I don't think it's cross-platform though. That's the problem.
Oh, I gotcha.
So in other words, like I have it on Steam, I can't power wash with you. I know.
That's
At least
a
as far as I know. I know.
What if I brought an actual power washer over to you? You play the game, and I actually power wash the side of the
That'd be
apartment.
awesome. You do that. See what happens there. All right, a few other bits of news to throw out there as my computer struggles to just do things. But there is a I don't know if you saw this. This is a random thing, but somebody created a Lego version of the Temple of Time in Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yeah, really
Oh
cool.
yeah, people can submit ideas. To
You can
Lego.
submit
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
So this person made the Temple of Time and they submitted it
Yeah.
to Lego. Now, somebody had done one earlier and it got I don't know if it was Hyrule Castle or whatever. Somebody created a Lego Legend of Zelda thing that got nixed.
Okay.
Like Nintendo said no.
Oh, Nintendo said no, of course.
Yeah, no. This one's actually in consideration
Right, does Nintendo
with
put it in?
Lego. So
But that's cool.
yeah, so it's interesting. I don't know if it was the same one. Maybe it was the same one that was submitted. But it needed 10,000 supporters
Yep.
in order to go into the review
I've
page.
seen these
It
before,
has
yeah.
received it.
Oh, good.
It looks really cool. I have it up on my screen.
That's
here.
awesome,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks awesome. And again, if they come out with a Zelda Lego thing, it's mine. I'm just gonna do it. There's no question about that. So that was that bit of news. Another bit of news.
You know, I deleted Breath of the Wild. I archived it from my Switch.
Wow.
I had to because
You
I'm
ran
actually
out of-
running out of room
you ran out
because
of
I was downloading the Sonic Frontiers demo.
Okay.
But they were like, you know, they suggested other games. Like, you know what? While I'm here, let me just archive Breath of the Wild.
All right. Shame on you. Especially with the sequel coming. Gaming company Taito. Taito. Game I remember most from them is Bust a Move.
Bust a Move?
No. Bust a
No, I
Move,
know, I know.
the puzzle game.
Yes, I love that game.
Yeah, that game is awesome. They are preparing for their 70th
Yes, man.
anniversary this year.
Yes.
2023, Taito Corporation turns 70 years
Unbelievable.
old. Now, for those of you who don't know, Taito, Bubble Bobble,
Yes.
Space Invaders.
Yep.
Like I said, Bust a Move, which I play all the time.
There was a title collection on the original Xbox that kicked butt.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of good
Yep.
games
And
on
I know we had shown off, I think, like the little video game cabinets, I think it's Space Invaders.
Yes.
So they're doing that. They're doing some local promotions in Japan. They did they also released the Egret 2 mini. That was from Taito.
Yes.
So there's some stuff that they're planning for their 70th anniversary. So keep an eye out if you love Taito games.
We'll do.
And then
No,
and
and then.
then
No, and then.
The last bit of news.
Okay.
You have your Atari VCS, right? You're very proud of it.
I love my Atari
love your
VCS.
VCS.
I wish I was able to get certain games on it. But
I was just gonna say it would be nice if you got certain games on it, but you know what? I don't think Atari cares that much about the VCS because it was recently announced that Atari is coming out with a new handheld, a new mini arcade, and a new home console.
Wait, home console?
Yes,
No.
Atari and My Arcade are releasing.
My Arcade's awesome. Actually.
I know.
Yeah,
they're releasing 3 new console collaborations. They announced it at CES 2023. The first one is the My Arcade Atari Micro Player, which looks like a little micro arcade cabinet.
I've seen them in the store.
They're
Yeah, you
small.
see them all the time. They have tons of different versions. How many games are on it?
So Micro Player, it does not. It's gonna have
really
10 to 20 games.
Wow,
$60. All right.
Okay.
Then they announced the My Arcade Atari Pocket Player.
Again, I've seen these for Contra, for
Yep.
Frogger.
So it looks like, a little handheld.
Yep.
So you're getting a little handheld one there. It's a pocket player. It's going to come with it's a Data East. No, Data East.
They have a Data East version.
Oh, they have a Data East version. So the Atari version will have it's going to be $60.
Mm-hmm.
Or they think it's going to be $60 and have at least 10 games.
Wow.
Again. And then last but not least, the My Arcade Atari Game Station Plus.
Okay, it's almost like, think of it as a modern plug and play.
Yeah, it's a modern plug and play. It comes with a joystick, like the Atari joystick with the button, called Game Station Plus. What they said, Atari said, it will include a collection of games from the 2600, 7800, and the Atari Arcade.
Wow.
No price or game list.
Scroll up just a little bit. I know we'll show some of this later, but I just want to see that's an A and B button? What up?
That's
a power button.
No, it's a home button
Okay.
and a power button.
Gotcha.
That's
never
all.
mind. Okay.
And then the joysticks.
Yeah.
So
Atari's going all out with this 50th anniversary.
Yeah, they really are. It's not, and then of course they brought up the Atari VCS.
Yes, they should.
Which nobody owns.
How dare you?
Well, which one person owns? Well, at least I'll give you this much. You get more use out of your VCS than you do all these little mini attachments that go on your Genesis and Mega Drive.
Well, yes, this is true, but not enough.
No, definitely not enough.
Because I gotta get behind it to turn it on.
Yeah, it's so much work. I mean, think about it. I mean, like how much time do you spend a day switching the cartridges and pretending that you're playing these games?
If I buy another mini, I'm gonna have to.
How many
With
of
the
these
money I'm
games do
putting
you
down.
actually know because they're in Japanese?
No, this is fair. And there's some games underneath them too. There's more games.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
So, and what I love is that instead of giving you the names translated to English, they just say gold cartridge on them.
That's what they used to say. Yeah.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, anyway, that's all I have for retro news.
All right.
I think that's all we have. Period.
That's pretty much about it. We're back for 2023. We got a lot of things on slate for 2023.
We're working on stuff.
Yes, we are. Don't worry about it. But of course, we always enjoy doing this. This is the bread and butter of the situation.
This is the flagship portion of
Yes,
Retro Gamers.
I like that. Speaking of bread and butter, I am starving. I'm sure so are you.
So am I.
Where can they find us?
You guys can find us on Facebook.com/Retro Gamers Podcast, on Instagram @Retro Gamers Podcast, on Twitter @Retro Gamers Pod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube @Retro Gamers Podcast, or you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com.
And with that, we're going to wrap this one up for the first one of 2023.
Yes, we are.
So be on the lookout. Like I said, we got a lot of things planned. We might be going places as well. We'll see what's going on. But with that, in the meantime, Ant, have a wonderful day.
You have a wonderful week.
Still don't know why you're here. And
I wanted to beat Miss Pac-Man again, but you haven't beaten my high score, so I can leave it alone.
I still have it. Folks, we'll catch you everywhere next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.